Okay, we're gonna open up the meeting, for budget committee meeting for June 17th, 2024 at 3:00. I'll do a roll calls. Steve Barlow, Chair, he's absent. Lee Richards.
Yes.
Shane's absent. Randall Boswell.
Yeah.
Geraldine Walker.
Here.
Greg Nivens. So, we made a quorum. Number 3, approve the minutes of the last meeting held June 11th, 2024. On the back page.
Did you get an answer on that one?
Lillian called on the land, or I talked with her on that property, and she said, yeah, we can buy commercial property, and I said, yeah, I know we can buy commercial property, Miss Lillian, but the commissioner told me from Putnam County that if we do, we need a purpose for it. You can't just buy vacant land, and I said, but can you check that out? And she's still supposed to check it, and she's gonna have that lady call me that took Ben Rogers' place and see if she can tell us if there's any stipulations on it, but as far as, I don't, did you heard anything from her?
No.
Any different? That's all she told me.
That's all for so far.
Said, yeah, it's legal for a county commission to buy commercial property. And I said, yeah, I know it is. Can you buy commercial property, a vacant lot that's not for a purpose, just, we really don't have anything for it. And I said, you can with, what was it, said you can with, industrial development property for an industrial park that, which you got a purpose, you're building it for, so, I don't know. So she's still checking,
So do I need to put that on here?
that she's still checking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under the business?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Ms. Geraldine made a motion to approve the minutes. Anybody want a second?
Yes.
All in favor?
You.
Yep.
Motion passes. And then any old or new business, if property is on the old business. Anything else? What we got?
We
You gotta approve the
Oh.
budget amendments.
I'm ready for the budget amendment. We got a budget amendment.
Oh, I didn't see 4, my bad. Let's get that.
Everything on that.
You making a motion on that other deal about hiring
New business.
Number 4 was,
hiring somebody
what's it?
for 911?
Oh. We're opening the bid here on this.
So we're doing the amendment, or the budget amendment.
Oh, we're doing the budget now?
Yeah. It's next.
I'm lost. I can't read with these glasses on, thank you.
I'll switch to the one on top of your head, you tell them, so you can see how they need that.
He said them for distance.
Oh, then, that's.
Okay, gonna go over the clean up on number 4.
It's my fault.
Yeah, I can.
Everything's like this.
What I did was, I went through the, expenditures and encumbrances, through Friday and looked through to see which amendments needed to be made. County Commissioner member fees, needed to increase 500, County Commission state retirement, 1,000, county buildings communication, that's a telephone service and internet, increased 3,000. Election Commission, medical insurance, someone made a change during the year for 100. Custodial personnel had employee that leave, so I had to pay out accrued, days that were earned.
Oh, okay.
County buildings, other equipment, it's the HAVA grant, that was, a purchase made through Bullseye for the election commission, 6,000. Other equipment, the library gift, that was the mulch, or some kind of, something purchased from the garden center, for the reveal. property assessor office supplies, 300. County clerk legal notices, 600, that's, for the beer board notices. County clerk other contracted services, that's their,
Oh, what's it?
BIS, software system.
That's for 50.
Did you skip over other general administration, other charges?
Oh, I may have,
What is that?
okay, that's usually where I put, the $500 insurance deductibles.
Yes, oh, sorry about that. Hey Patty, can I call you back? I'm in a meeting.
Let me get my ruler back out.
Okay, bye. Oh, hey Mikey, bye.
Let's see,
Sorry about that.
circuit clerk medical insurance, 50. I had to make all of the insurance, has been paid out, the premiums. So if somebody made a change, I had to adjust that. The next three is drug court, that's all the federal grant. I'll go down to Chancery, other contracted services. She has a BIS system also, but it's not the same that the county clerk has. So that's a contract for, software services. Juvenile guidance personnel, that one always, they're paid on a daily rate, and it depends on how many days falls into the next, through June 30th, where I would have to accrue the payroll. The next one is, the social security that would go with that. Judicial commissioner, the supervisor, I increased that, but I decreased, the other commissioners, judicial commissioners down at the bottom, so I just shifted it.
That's the ones that quit, right?
Yeah, but what this is this would be for Brittany, where she's had to take some of their place.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next one is
So
the,
she gets paid a salary.
she gets paid a daily rate, depends on the number of days. The next is the sheriff, maintenance and repair of vehicles, sheriff dues, and then other equipment. They needed a trailer, they're gonna try to start, hauling their own vehicles when they have to get towed in, and they need a canine cage for the dog.
So that's a trailer and a dog kennel.
Yeah. I just put my little note in there so I remember. Jail medical insurance, that's the one that I must have, took too much out of it last time, so I put a little bit more back in. And then the next one, medical and dental services. Southern Health Partners is the group that we contract with at the jail for medical and dental services for inmates. If we have a contracted amount for each month, but if they go over that rate, then I get an additional bill that I would not know about till later on. So I try to put some in there in case, it runs over the cost pool on that. Local health services, other charges, I think there was some building maintenance and some, smile makers, it's the little smile makers for the children, that are served there. And then ambulance office equipment, $2,000.
What was that? Did they have something break down or something?
I think that was, a computer, but, look, I didn't bring the information on that. Let me look and see what it says over here. Let's see, office equipment, it says over by $1,252, so I just adjusted it by 2,000. But I can't recall which piece of equipment. I know that the person who was doing their IT work is no longer doing it, and they've got a new person, a Bullseye Group, doing it now. The other is the other charges visitors guide. That's, out of the tourism money, advertisement for the area. The next one is other charges, that's the grant match for the chamber. That y'all approved, a couple of meetings ago. And then the other public health nutrition, that's the meals program and adjusted, 201 on your social security. I don't know if I didn't calculate the right amount or what, but I put in 300 there. Most of the, decreases are within the same category, except, you'll see the second line, county buildings, other contracted services. There was, $16,000 available there, so if any category didn't have enough, then I used that line item to cover it.
So there was a buffer line.
Yeah. And then on the, second page, you'll see decrease in reserves. The reserve for the library decreased to 460. The hotel motel visitors guide, 1,100. The grant chamber matched, 2,250. And then the drug recovery court, was a conference, and they have, a reserve fund that they can use for, in-service training and, travel.
Motion to approve.
Bob, we made a motion to approve the general fund 101 amendment number 11. Any seconds? Anybody want a second?
I will.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah,
Gerald and okay, Lee?
Yeah.
Shannon's absent, Steve's absent. Randall?
Yep.
Sterling?
Yes.
Greg? Yes. Motion passes. Okay, here's your order of business, anybody want to talk about anything?
Yeah, leave it open in there.
Okay.
My fingers are sore, I got browers and cups of it.
I need to bring something up that somebody called me about the other night. They said that there's a, I don't know if this needs to be here or where it needs to be talked about, but they said that at the ambulance service now, there is a person working over there that is doing, it's called PR for the ambulance service. And that person is writing hours down, like they're there working the ambulance, and they write 12 hours for ambulance down, but if they do anything PR, in that time that they're on that shift, they write that down too. Is that legal?
Are they?
What is PR, is it,
Public relations.
Public relations, you
you
know,
sure
like,
that's PR for that ambulance service?
yeah, I saw somewhere that they.
Oh, okay, I thought it would be like a,
Mhm.
She does, I've seen it on Facebook. She posts stuff about,
oh, okay.
Are you saying
Different.
she's getting extra pay for it,
yes,
or is it that she's?
that's what they said. I don't know. She just, this person said that, she told me the girl's name that's doing it and I forgot what she said. Morgan something, I think.
Okay, well, what we would need to do is, find out from her supervisor if that's happening, and then second,
Well, this person said that that Chris was the one that told her to do it.
okay, well, we'll find out.
Okay, she's writing down hours at home for Facebooking, or?
No. Like, she's working her 12 hours on the ambulance, but if she does anything PR, like, the other day I seen she had on there, and I don't know if this is a PR thing or not, but, the people that are going to EMT school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what she's writing hours down for or not, but
So,
they said that one day that she had her 12 hours for being on the ambulance, plus she had wrote down, I forgot what she said, like 4 or 5 hours or something for PR.
but she was only actually working for 12 hours?
She said she had 12 hours for the ambulance.
Uh-huh. But
But-
but see, is it coinciding, is it at the same time while she's waiting for an ambulance call,
Mhm.
but she's getting extra pay for it?
That's what she said, I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
telling you.
instead of working 12 hours and then
But she's getting paid for 17,
doing another
Right,
4 hours
yeah.
somewhere
I don't
else.
know that that was
Yeah,
the
right.
exact hours, but
yeah,
yeah.
whatever that additional amount is.
That there, and can't you look at her timesheet, or Teresa look at her timesheet and see if that's true? I don't know if
Yeah.
it's true, but this person just called me and said that was going on.
Yeah, we can find out.
Anything,
Okay.
anybody got anything else?
Before we do that, the meeting, hiring of somebody at, 911, or at the ambulance service, where are we at with that? Because that's gotta go,
Has anybody heard about,
Yeah, that have to be public safety, right?
I think
so public safety's meeting
Thursday,
Thursday.
but I don't know if public safety's meeting with 911, I just know that public safety is
yeah,
having
it's
a
not,
meeting.
yeah, we ain't got anything, only thing we're doing is,
Judicial.
the judicial commissioners.
But,
So, we need to get that, so how do we do that? We need to make a motion on it,
That'll have to come through public safety
or?
first.
Second.
Alright. And we'll figure out what they were gonna do.
I would think,
Because of the budget, my argument was,
So we were talking about,
basing the salary on him is what my argument was, not nothing against personal, against Chris, but I mean, basing, the amount of money being paid out, budget, I mean, if we don't pay that, that's good, we have that money. But, and do it because if, he's running it, right now, we got that.
I think we put 95 or 98,000
Yeah, so we have to have some kind of agreement.
in case there was full-time. Right?
with that number of years of experience.
50 years of
You'd have to at
experience.
least do that.
Well, unless they
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
unless there was a separate agreement made that did not follow it, it'd have to go through legal, like with Lily again. Like if, somewhere I heard the city would do it for 50,000,
Yeah.
so you'd have to have.
It's combining two jobs, two full-time jobs.
Yeah,
You
so
have one,
that would
for each
be,
one.
but I'll just wait till I find when y'all give me a definite answer.
So we need to bring that up, public safety program.
That means we'll have to meet like November before budget gets passed on it then.
No,
Well,
We don't have to.
No, I mean, if the
It-
money,
it-
if
the
the
money-
money's there,
the
if
money's
we don't
there,
use it,
yeah.
it'll be
okay,
paid,
okay.
put back out.
Because it'll be, we're meeting after.
Thursday.
Or this Thursday.
Yeah.
It'd be that.
998 budgeted for it,
Yeah.
yeah, okay,
It don't mean we'll have to spend it.
okay.
That's just what we budgeted in case, worst case scenario.
Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, leave us to that, sir, though. His thing is up for ours, and numbers for ours.
So how do you want me to word that?
The, about check-in, full-time status, I guess Lee and Randall, I guess recommended that goes to the public safety office to decide, what we're gonna do about the full-time position.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Getting all stuff.
Check on posting it or what?
Sissy's deal.
1 second.
Check on posting position, or?
I think I'm assuming there's gonna have to be a joint agreement or a joint, agreement between 911 and the ambulance. I mean, each group needs to decide.
Well, I'm not sure it'd be palatable, especially Pickett County and
Right.
Overton County to lose a full-time position.
So,
And then Chris will have to be, he'd have to be up for it too. whoever.
Well, he said he would do it, but it's just we're losing supervisory over one for another, because there's a way to put 80 hours a week in on both of them, plus doing all his other, stuff that he has to. He's on the county commission over at Pickett County as well.
Yeah, and,
So,
and that's, I always said that was my position, we don't need to lose any of the full-time positions. I looked around from county to county, there was nobody's got a position in mine. We got a ambulance director in every county around here, and we got a 911 director, in the areas, but they're separate.
then we have,
They're all
if
separate.
we combine it, then that salary would have to drop down. But then who's to say you can even do it for the amount we agreed upon, and then, so, I mean, it'd be saving money,
If he agreed on an amount, it would be on.
but then
contract.
they look at his age and where he's at, and
If you look at the age,
Too
on it,
much stress.
well, if you look at the age on it, but you have to look at the job description, what that calls for, the amount of time that we've been doing history over the years on this. Plus, the ambulance director, we always required him, if there's a vehicle that has to make a run, the ambulance director made runs. And, you just, and then you're building another hierarchy too, you're gonna sit here, or bureaucracy, cause if he ain't got the amount, you can't do that if you're running over two of them. You're gonna have to put assistants underneath you for that, pretty much to handle the day-to-day activities.
He's already
creating
put
more positions.
He's already done that. Those positions that are in there for, what are they called?
Foreman,
Yeah, shift foremans,
3 of them.
3 of them.
three of them.
And I did make an adjustment, they are the existing, employees, just paid an extra $1 per hour, but they have not started,
Doing that, yeah.
they're not yet, no one's.
But
started
it's
yet.
in there to add,
Yes,
right?
That would be
and so,
that would be up to the director
right,
that was hired for that position
Right.
to come up with that and,
Yeah.
and
so what I did. was-
justify that.
So we need to scratch that out of there then, is that what you're saying? Take that out of there for now?
She said she had adjusted it.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sorry.
No, I took it out of paramedics and put it into foreman. Before I had it in both places, cause I didn't realize it was the same employees
Mhm.
as the existing ones.
So is it hiring extra employees, or is
No.
he using somebody that's already
Promoting
there?
people that's already
And
there.
increasing their salary
Yeah.
to compensate
I
that?
mean, that's what the goal is for him if he's in that position.
How much more will we have to pay for?
Had $178 extra $1,000.
It's not extra.
It's $1 hour, and they get 292 hours a year, so, or 22.
It's the same employees, cause I had to
I
deal with
figured
that.
that $2,900 in them
I thought it
dollars.
was adding 3 shift
Over
supervisors,
here as being.
but he's not.
That's,
The ones that are on that same crew, one of them would be
you
the
can,
shift
you can
supervisor.
figure that.
So the only increase would be
The
$1
dollar per
$1
hour. Yes.
per hour for 3 individuals
Plus.
per year,
Yes,
You know, that's,
whatever that comes.
that's $2,280 a year apiece, plus their
That's
overtime.
not a lot of money.
That's $6,000, that's a long way from
cause I put it
189.
in there wrong to start with, cause I
Okay.
misunderstood it.
Yeah,
And of course, they get, ambulance service gets 8 hours overtime every pay period, so
Yeah, they do.
they would be 8 hours pay period, that would be $1.50, so.
Yeah.
They get, what, 24, 25 pay periods a year,
26.
26, and they get 8 hours every pay period overtime, so.
But now, if someone come in and readjusted the way their hours and schedule was, that may not be the case.
Yeah,
But
that,
as of right now, I think they start on a Thursday, is that the way?
Mhm.
And so
they work Thursday to Wednesday.
they get that extra, automatic extra day of overtime. You wanna open bids?
Yeah.
Okay, bids.
jail and the senior center food and non-food items. We only have one bid that we've received from IWC.
It's from Institutional Wholesale Company,
So this is for,
right down the road, Cookeville, Tennessee.
It's for jail and what else?
The senior center, the nutrition program that they have.
Okay.
That's right there. From Melissa Hammock, she's a contact sales manager.
Let's see what
Sure,
is it?
County Budget Person Committee is taking bids for, okay, that's just what they run in the paper.
Let's see, on the jail, the food, we usually budget $162,000 a year for food.
for both of them?
No, that's for food. For non-food, which would be custodial supplies or, paper products to serve food.
This got both in it?
Yeah, oh, it should, 70,000.
So the jail budget is 162 for food?
Normally, that's what, I'm just letting y'all know how
Okay.
important it is that we.
And
do
then
this
the
each year.
non-food is how much?
70,000.
Okay. Okay,
Normally we recommend that the jail administrator take it, but we only have that one bid. So, we don't
They
really,
still need to look at it though, make sure they got everything included?
yeah, but,
That's what I was,
but
what
we
I
just,
was thinking.
we
Has he
don't
got
have
any
another
number?
vendor choice.
Yeah.
what about for the senior center, what are we budgeted for them?
Send that to B to get a copy.
It all comes in the same bid as they come in.
Yes,
So,
we're supposed to, I haven't got to see it, but on this,
There's,
Food supplies.
total on that.
Geraldine, it's $42,000
42 for food,
no
okay.
total on that.
for, how much we spend at food on the nutrition program.
Is that what, is that the correct name for Meals on
Yeah.
Wheels?
Mhm.
Do they have a non-food one too, Connie?
Looks like it just got
They
it,
do,
looks
it's
like it just got it
small, let me
listed
see
as
what
here,
it is.
individual on it.
Yeah, there's not a total anywhere, I can see.
3,000.
3,000, okay.
3 for non-food.
Let's see,
So that's a total of. 300.
bleach, all-purpose cleaner, yes,
Yeah.
so this
Yeah,
includes
but-
non-food.
What do we need to spend on that?
We need to see on that one too.
It's got them all.
Yeah.
Every
That's
page,
377,000.
Yeah, just do those two, is,
just stamp that in this one. Yeah. You can't,
What time is it?
343.
343.
days of what?
17.
I make a motion, we send them to the jail administrator and let her look over and make sure it's
I'll say
up to
correct.
specs and then bring it back to the budget committee for approval.
Initially. You made a motion to, send it to the jail administrator and Miss Betty Parrott to review, right?
Yeah, I think the jail people in them, yeah.
Oh, Lord, I don't know, this is too much.
You know, I do that a lot, air areas. And then I don't know what I read.
How much is that? Or does it have a
It don't
total?
have a total.
Also, it is a combination, if we were comparing this bid with another bid, there's a formula that we have to follow, so. Since there's not, and there's just per line item, we'll just need to go back and look. and compare
Make sure
the
that
formula.
everything's included that you needed.
Yeah,
And then if the money doesn't total up to, or, go past what we've got to
Yeah.
decide for, we'll be okay.
mhm.
So what's Miss Betty's title, director or something?
Yes,
Senior center
yes,
director?
senior center director.
Okay.
Well, they don't have a board anymore since the nursing home did.
I think they do.
Or, is it still got a board?
Yeah, I think they do, Miss Betty. I think they meet quarterly.
Okay.
So Randall made a motion, did somebody second?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Used to have commissioners on it, but.
It's run through the nursing home now, senior citizen center is.
If they still got a board.
I just put open down
I
there.
can take it out.
It's been,
They've been fortunate to get some, grants recently, the $30,000 grant, the 8,000, and then last year, 8,000 for a vehicle.
Okay, next scheduled meeting Monday?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow,
may and may not be, just depends.
Tomorrow is highway material bids
Just
at
depends.
5.
five,
Wait till
okay,
five.
I can handle five.
What time's the salary meeting? The salary meeting on that too? Or is it?
Highway bid,
I don't have anything on.
So
Yeah, I
June-
already got that
June
on the
18th.
calendar.
The salary or budget?
18th.
I'm not on the salary.
highway, opening bids on highway?
Yes,
And you close Wednesday, aren't you?
we have a budget meeting on Thursday.
What's it gonna be?
I think. Let's see. 5:30.
5:30,
Five Thursday, Thursday.
On Thursday, yeah,
yeah. and we got
because
the
education's at
Safety after
5.
that,
Road safety, since we got a budget at 5:30.
yeah, public safety after that.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, I'm on the wrong stupid week. Okay, 20th,
Yeah.
okay, we got education at 4.
On Thursday.
Is everybody
not
coming to
full.
the education committee?
No. I mean, you're welcome to, but
At 5,
it's at 5.
okay.
Well, I got it down, but I don't know that I'm on the education committee.
That's okay, if that, before what happened
Yeah,
was, before we were going to, have an education meeting, they were gonna review the budget, it was the night before all the commissioners were here. So that's why all the commissioners have gotten included,
Oh, okay.
so that's not the case now, but you're still welcome to come.
So somebody called me and asked me why the, oh, well, yes.
Is this something that's on business or not?
Pardon me?
Is this something to go on the business or not?
Well, it could, no, let's adjourn first.
Okay.
Next meeting's tomorrow.
Next meeting tomorrow, okay. And then, anything else, not?
Motion to adjourn.
Jared Randall made a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Lee, says all in favor,